then towards the end of the month I had a little bit of extra money left over, so I picked up some little bit of a horror spree here. If you're not a fan of horror movies, feel free to skip this. I won't go into too much graphic detail about them, but I mean, even the covers here aren't exactly pleasant to say if you're not into horror. The first film I picked up here, as you can see, is called Rogue River. It was honestly nothing special. It was cheap at work and I get a staff discount, so thought I'd give it a shot. It was again just your typical lost in the woods, kidnapped by crazies type thing. Nothing special about it at all, really. One or two moments that were clearly just put in there for shock value, which is, you know, fair enough. It's what this movie sort of tries to do. Just one of those films. Nothing much to say about that, really. The next one I picked up, I was pretty pleased with this, actually. It was, again, another cheap one I found at work, and so like I said, I got a staff discount on it as well. I thought, what the hell, can't hurt to pick it up. Red State by Kevin Smith. And that is the same Kevin Smith as Jay and Silent Bob, and I believe he's actually currently doing Bionic Man comics, as random as it is. Bit of jack of all trades. This was actually better than I was expecting it to be. It's basically, let me think how to say this without giving too much away of the story, in case anyone does decide to watch it. Basically, I'm stalling for time here. It's about an extremist cult, an extremist Christian cult, that take the law into their own hands in order to do what they believe is God's work and all that sort of stuff. It's highly influenced by the Davidian cult massacre. It was really good. It was a very good film, actually, a lot better than I was expecting it would be. I would certainly recommend anyone who's into horror type films. I would definitely recommend picking this up. It was I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not the best film in the world, and I think because I went into it with an open mind, I was a little bit more surprised at how good it actually was. And no, I was pretty pleased with that. A nice little pick up there. And then last but not least, just to round off my little horror pickups, I picked up the PS3 HD collection of Silent Hill. I love these games, they're fantastic. There's a definite rivalry that goes on between, in the video game world, between Silent Hill fans and Resident Evil fans, and I'd certainly fall on the side of Silent Hill every time, without doubt. They, I mean, the big difference between the two games is, this is Silent Hill is a lot more atmospheric. There's a lot more problem solving that you have to do, whereas the Resident Evil games are more in the way of, what would you call it? Just a sort of shooty, really. It's called a survival horror game, but it's mostly just shooting and guns and whatnot. Granted, I've not played all of them, but from the ones I have played, this game, like I said, is far more atmospheric. You spend all your time running about in the dark or in mist. You can't see more than about 5 feet ahead of you, and it is just fantastic. And this here reprints or reproduces Silent Hill 2 and 3. I actually have Silent Hill 1 and 2 in my other room. In fact, bear with me, I'll go grab them. And I'm back. So what I've got here is Silent Hill 1 from the original PlayStation. This was just fantastic. This series is possibly the only video game series that has actually scared me. It's absolutely fantastic. And this is Silent Hill number 2 here, which is reprinted in this. This is the director's cut edition, as you can see. it includes an extra story where you play as one of the secondary characters from the main game. I could have sworn, well, I know, I had Silent Hill 2, the regular edition. I don't know where that is. I'm not sure what on earth I've done with that. So, that's kind of a shame. But yeah, so the overall story of these is that this place called Silent Hill, obviously, is kind of, it's like on a dimensional rift, you might say, something like that, between our world and crazy psycho world filled with weird alien, not aliens, but monsters and things. The story from the first game is that you're going on this man, I want to say Harry Mason. I actually can't remember, it's been so long since I played it. And it doesn't say on the back. I'm sure his name is Harry Mason. That might even be the same in the film, where they did change the film quite a bit. But, yeah, so you play this chap, and they're going on a family holiday to Silent Hill, when they're in a car crash just outside the town, and it's basically the man and his little daughter. And the daughter, before the man, Harry Mason, who you play, comes to, after being in the car crash, the daughter gets out of the car and runs off. And it starts off with you trying to track down his daughter. And it proceeds from there and sort of descends into all sorts of hell. And it's absolutely brilliant. Silent Hill 2, the story is, again you play a chap who has lost his wife. But the two of them have been, if I remember rightly, they had been on, their honeymoon was in Silent Hill. And after she passed away, I think it's supposed to be set years after she passed away. Obviously the chap is still affected by it. And he actually gets a letter from his dead wife saying that I'm in Silent Hill, come find me, and stuff like that. So he sets off to find out what on earth is going on, to find out, is someone playing a joke? Is it really his wife? Did she not die after all? And so on and so forth. Honestly, I think I probably prefer the second one. A very close call between the two games, but I probably prefer the second one. But the games are just absolutely fantastic. I can't say enough good things about them. I've never actually played the third one. I have to admit. I have honestly never played that. I've heard it's not as good as the first two, but I'll play through it and see. That should be good fun. I'm looking forward to playing that. There are a number of tie-in comic book mini-series that tie into this, and I do hope to pick them up at some point eventually, just because I'm such an avid Silent Hill fan. I mean, the thing I love about this is not, whereas, again, going back to the Resident Evil games, where it's just mindless horror, just your average zombie outbreak infection sort of things. These games, they're about the characters themselves, they're about their fears and their guilts. All the bizarre events that happen in the towns, all the creatures that come out to attack them, they're all representations of the characters' inner fears. And it is done so well, the games are just fantastic. I really can't say enough good things about this title, so if you're into video games and you've not played them, please give them a chance. If you're not into video games, then but you're still a fan of horror, then get the comics. There's not much more than that I can say. But I do also own the fifth title in the series. I never picked up number 4. The fourth game in this series that they made, called Silent Hill: The Room, is not even actually set in Silent Hill. I believe, it's been a long time since I've checked up on this, so I could be a little bit off base here, but I believe it was originally made, it was never even meant to be a Silent Hill game, and halfway through production they just decided, you know what, we'll slot it into the Silent Hill universe. Probably just a bit of a cash-in, which is a shame. And like I say, I do have number 5 in the series. I probably should have grabbed that as well just to show you. Called Silent Hill Homecoming. I've not completed that yet. I will get around to finishing that Sunday. I have so many video games on the go, all in one. But yeah, I'm rambling. So yeah, if you've seen the film, you sort of know the basic monster type things. The film is actually quite a bit detached from the main story of the game, although it's based on the first game. It is very detached from the actual story. I guess it would have been difficult to do it as same as the thing, because for the most of the time you're completely alone in the games, so that wouldn't have translated as well onto the big screen. You can't really just watch someone walking around on their own in the dark for an hour and a half. No, but all in all, like I keep saying, fantastic series. If you're into horror, if you're into video games, pick them up. You're not going to go wrong with this, unless you're a die-hard Resident Evil fan, in which case you might not enjoy this. No, I kid. I do enjoy both series, but I'm just vastly prefer this. So, yeah. Anyway, I've been rambling on for too long now. That's everything I have to show you. I think that came up as 5 videos in the end. I will get on, get you something else to look at while I yammer on a bit. I might even split this particular bit here into a couple of videos, just because I've been talking a lot longer than I planned. Spray it out. Whee! That's fun. So no, yeah, I think what I'll do, I'll actually split this bit up into 2 separate videos. What I'm going to do, I think I'll actually post them. I'll do haul video, random video, haul video, random video, just to break them up a bit. Otherwise it's going to get a bit boring just watching the haul videos all back to back. So yeah, now that I'm actually caught up, I'm going to get started soon on showing through my... Oh, that's my stomach. I'm getting hungry. Just showing through my actual comic book collection, what I've got. I'll try not to show you all the ones that I've shown over the last couple of months that I've picked up. I'll try to focus on more of the comics I picked up a few years ago. I've got countless Hellblazer comics, Shade the Changing Man, lots of Swamp Thing, all sorts of things. I'll focus mainly on those as I show you through. And I will, I know I've been saying it for a while now, but I will show you a mead video soon. I'm actually going to be brewing another batch soon, and so I will pick up a tripod to stick the camera on. That'll make it easier to actually do a proper video to show you guys. So I will, I'm sorry that's taken so long to get. I know a few of you guys have been asking. I know Monster Model Builder has been asking, and Twin Titans have both been asking as well. So I will get that done soon, I promise. Anyway, yeah, I've been yammering on for like 5 minutes now. So I hope you enjoyed that. Something a little bit different. And I will see you again soon in a new video. I have another weekly haul coming in the post, so I will get that done as soon as that turns up, and I will see you all again soon. So thank you for watching, thank you for bearing with me through that. Goodbye for now.